wrestling practice, maybe when you were missing the family. Did you ever regret this decision?
Nah, there was never any regret. Obviously, getting my ass kicked for a couple of weeks in the wrestling room was it was good. I was like enjoying it the whole time. It's just my mentality when it's my mentality with everything. I was saying it the whole camp, freaking you attest to that. Well, bends doesn't break, and that's like the true like strength to my mentality. I got nothing's like set in stone. Like I can. There's always a bit of give and take. If you've got like this like a locked on opinion of yourself that you're like this indestructible monster, and then you get like out wrestled for 2 weeks straight, like you're obviously going to be, then you're going to have those self doubts. But I just had the confidence that it's going to come right, and it did. It came right. The last week was good. Came right, stuffing takedowns, feeling sharp, feeling strong, feeling fit. Everything come good, just as I expected it to.
So kind of sort of back-to-back camps, right? I know the first one wasn't the most ideal camp, but was it nice to get that little break of days with Volkanovski and the partying, just to freshen you up before this one?
Yeah, it's like a really cool mix. Like like the last camp was obviously had its own struggles, like, but I didn't have those like hard rounds of sparring. I didn't have those grueling wrestling rounds, which I did this one. So when I came into this one, my body was fresh, my joints were fresh. I'm glad it wasn't 8 weeks of this. I'm glad there was only 3 weeks of this, because I'm sure I was starting to fall apart. So I was very glad that it was only like a 3-week camp. But I got those rounds in. So coming into this second camp, my body was fresh and it was good to go.
How does this fight feel to you? How compared to the usual workload? What's the media been like for this one? Because from the outside looking in, it feels like a big fight.
They were all pretty busy. They were pretty busy. Once you get to pretty much get to know everyone, it's kind of cool. They just like send you a message, and it's kind of just like you're having like it's more like you're having a catch up with your mates than like you got to kind of think about it. I don't sit down and think about what I'm going to say or anything like that. It's just you just have a phone call with your mates a couple of times a week, and then all of a sudden there's videos up everywhere.
Which do you think's better? Beating a guy that the fighters know is a legit guy, but the fans might not have cottoned on to yet, or a guy like Islam where they're already saying, like, this guy's a champion and he's got all the hype behind him? Which do you prefer to beat?
Both. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, like that's you can't control everyone else's perception of a fight. Like I can't control the narrative of a fight. It's just painted the way it's painted. He's a mix of both. Like he's a guy that like a specialist, very very specialist skill set, was doing some pretty incredible things. Now he getting the last couple of fights, getting the recognition for it, which has obviously caught the attention of a lot of the elite level guys. Now it makes sense to get out there and fight him.
Do you know who Hasbulla is? Does it upset you that he's going to be here supporting Islam this week?
Who's the other bloke? Who's the guy on my team? Abdul's on my team. That's I got a horse on the race now. Now I'm training my boy. I'm training my boy Abdul. No word of a lie. I'm not even shitting you. Abdul's on my team. Hasbulla can be on his team. He's picked his horse. He's picked a losing horse. Game on, baby.
Everyone keeps asking you, like, how's wrestling been? Everyone talks about the Dagestani wrestling, but how is Islam striking when you're watching him fight?
Yeah, it's like, he's standing up.
Sure.
Yeah, he does some stuff. Yeah, cool. Like, hey, that's what I say. A broken clock's right twice a day. You know what I mean? Like he's got a couple knockouts. He's hurt some people. He can strike. Obviously, it's purely to set up his takedowns. Like that's genuinely what like his striking is, to set up his takedowns.
Was there any actual conversation in making this a 5-round fight? I saw you guys tweeting about it.
Well, I like kind of kicked the bucket, and then and then I got on a plane and come here. So I haven't run into any of the UFC higher ups. So I don't know. Like I've put it out there. If it gets switched, mate, they could switch it whenever. Like you're telling me ringing the bell 2 more times is going to cause that much drama? Like it's not that difficult of a decision to make. I'm willing to do it. If the UFC want it, like let's get it done. He said it's going to be bad for me. I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm gonna take that as he's game for 5 fights. So whether they do it now, whether they do it tomorrow, whether they do it after weigh-in, whether I get to the venue on Saturday night and they say no, it's 5, not 3 rounds, like good to go. Like I'm game for that. Let's do it.
We spoke with Drew Dober before his fight, and even there was that stretch of time when people thought maybe Michael Chandler would fight him for his debut. They said their DMs just blew up with Russian fans threatening their lives, saying you're going to die, this and that, when they were just tied to a fight with Islam. How did your DMs react when you finally got this fight?
Mate, I've had Russians in the DMs for a long time, but I don't know where that would have possibly started, but it's been for years. I've had years. I'm immune to it. Honestly, like you're just barking up the wrong tree if you think you're going to get under my skin with any computer talk. Like a computer's computer, you know what I mean? Like face to face is a whole different story. And yeah, not many tough guys in your face.
Hi, Dan. The first question is, I think it's been a long time since you had normal preparation for a fight. Even it seems like every camp is doomed in a way. So, did you miss having a normal, proper preparation?
I've grown to adjust to it. Like that's like one of the major lessons that I took from like the losses was like coming through those losses. If I were to sit back and think, oh man, if everything was perfect, I would have won those fights. I feel like that's the wrong way to look at it. Instead of changing the circumstances leading up to the fight, I just changed my attitude towards it. Whereas, initially after that, I was like, man, the next one I want a full camp. I want this. I want my coaches. I want everything to be perfect. And then I came to the realization that I need to give up on that because these are pandemic times. We need to keep the ball rolling. I want to get out there and compete. I need to change my attitude. That's what I did. So I went away and I changed my attitude. And championship mentality, and a champion can adjust whether it's in a fight. A champion can adjust whether it's in training. So that's what I did. No matter what these challenges are, I have a championship mentality, and I adjust to it, and I evolved past it, and I made it work. And I did that with the last fight, and I did it with this fight, where I have absolutely no excuse. Regardless of these circumstances, I am 100% confident in my preparation for this fight, and I'm excited to go out there and put on a show.
And you're becoming a fan favorite with every that kind of decision and the fight. But I wonder how your family reacts to these things.
To being
to taking a next fight like right after the previous.
Oh, my family knows me. They know me. They don't give me too much credit for it. They still think I'm an idiot, but they're cool. Like the family's good. They get behind you and support you. They're just excited to see me do well. As long as I'm in a good place, which I am, like in a good place physically, in a good place mentally, it ain't. There's nothing to it but to do it. I'm just excited. So once they see my enthusiasm for it, then they obviously support it.
Okay, and last one from me. I think this fight is like hidden gem on the card, right? People expect fireworks. After studying Islam, do you think that the hype is real about him, or he's overrated?
No, I think that's that like train of thought never appealed to me, or I never understood like discrediting an opponent's achievements leading into a fight, because then you're just like, then when you beat them, you're just downplaying your own achievements. You know what I mean? So I have no intention to nitpick his past or nitpick any of his achievements and kind of downplay him. That's not even how I approach it mentally. I want to fight him. I want to fight him because he is a specialist. I want to fight him because there is so much intrigue. I want to fight him because he is considered the best grappler in the division. I want to fight the best people in the world, and he is considered one of the best people in the world. That's why I want to fight him. I don't want to fight him because I think he's an easy target or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not. Never doesn't make sense to discredit him. So I 100%. He's deserved everything he's achieved. This is his party. I'm just here to spoil it. That's my whole plan.
Okay, thank you very much, and best of luck on Saturday.
Hey Dan, we've seen you in the gym and doing some training in Dubai. What are your experiences of the UAE, and how much you're looking forward to fighting in Abu Dhabi on Saturday?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like yeah, well I got stuck here after my last fight for 4 or 5 weeks, and I made the most of it. Went to TK MMA, and had great experience. It was a good team. It's like you can definitely feel it. Like it's just a bustling. It's a bustling MMA kind of mecca. It's like the same kind of feeling as Thailand. Like everyone comes here. It's like a very central place. Everyone can come and train, and it felt very much like Thailand. There were a lot of friendly faces from Thailand as well, because they were getting at that time they were getting stuck out of there. So it was great training. Had people from all over the world, getting some great rounds in with guys from Russia, guys from all throughout Europe. It was an incredible experience. I feel like the UAE, Abu Dhabi, Dubai has got a massive future in terms of mixed martial arts.
We've seen in the past a real vociferous, big support for the Russian and Dagestani fighters. How much do you relish the opportunity to walk into a kind of away fixture?
Oh, I love it. I love they're equally as exciting to me, whether it's main eventing a sold out show in your hometown or going out there and everyone's like everything is energy. Whether there's 10,000-20,000 people screaming for you in support, or there's 10,000-20,000 people wanting your blood. Like both of those get me just as excited. I relish this opportunity like nothing else. Like it's the way I'm approaching this fight. Is that I'm coming over here to the foreign shore, away from home, and I'm coming to spoil the party. I'm coming to raid these shores and take all this gold back to Las Vegas. That's where I'm going.
Cool. All the best.
Thank you.
Hi Dan.
Yo.
Is there an update on New Zealand and when you can get back home after this weekend?
No. Nah, they have so it's like a lottery. You just enter the lottery. I think there've been like four or five since I took the fight, and no dice. I'm just focusing on. So after this fight, I go back to Las Vegas. And then the UFC's flying my family out, so they're flying my wife and daughter out to Las Vegas. Once they get here, I'm content, man. I'm content. And also we got like Brad Riddell fights before the end of the year. Kai Kara France fights Cody Garbrandt before the end of the year. Those are both in Las Vegas. So I'm just focusing on the positives. I get to be over here for my teammates when they come here and help them out with whatever they need for their camps, support them in any way possible for their camps, and it's that is something that I'm very Bam Bam as well. He's coming over to Las Vegas. That'll be a good after party. There's nothing but positives. That's all I'm thinking of. And then as soon as New Zealand will let me back in, I'm sure I'll return back to New Zealand.
What sort of plans do you have with your family in Las Vegas throughout the rest of the year?
Not too sure. I take everything as it comes. My wife's got family in New York and Manhattan, so I haven't really thought past Christmas in New York. We got all those 3 fight shows: Bam Bam, Brad Riddell, Kai Kara France, New York for Christmas. Israel's up in February. I'll be on that card as well. Let's get it going. Like the future is bright.
Is there an update on city kickboxing and whether on the relocation to America to sort of bypass or circumvent restrictions on getting back into the country?
Yeah, well, that's like Kai and Brad. That's two more guys that are stuck here. Both of those guys don't have vouchers to return home, so that's two more guys that are stuck here before the end of the year. But in terms of like the decision on that, that's above my pay grade. I'm not. that's for our coaches and our like our management teams to kind of figure that all out. That's yeah.
Thanks, Dan.
No worries.
What's up, Dan?
How you going?
I'm doing great, and you?
Not bad.
I'm from Russia. Moreover, my name is Islam as well. So
Nice.
the question is, I've noticed that you are a huge betting underdog in this fight. So please name 3 arguments not to bet against you.
Not to bet against me. Yes. I don't feel like it's my place to try and convince people how I'm going to win. They can go back and watch my fights, and they'll know that that's not. I don't want to change the line too much before the boys get their money down in on me. You know what I mean? Like it's time for the boys to make some money. Like I'm gonna throw a few dollars down on myself as well. Like I don't want that line to shift too much before I get my money in. So yeah, it's not my place to justify. I'm relishing that. 4-1. Oh baby, we're getting paid.